the thing about coming up in a TV staff is there's so much diplomacy involved and sort of people management, and you learn how to develop a filter in your head of like, this is the voice of the show. Your job is not to make the best show that you can. Your job is to make the show that the showrunner wants to make, right? Like, as a showrunner, you're both, weirdly, you're both an auteur and a curator. Like, it's such a collaborative medium, but there has to be like a voice guiding everything. And so you sort of learn like, this is the world, this is the voice, and you develop, if you're a good fit for the show, you develop that voice, right? And then at the same time, hopefully, you're writing yourself on your own, you're doing original pilots, and developing your own voice. And that's a skill that, really the skill is just basic time management that you have to have all through your career. You'll never, ever, ever have more time to work on your own stuff and develop your own voice than like before you start like having a bunch of career opportunities that come, you know, projects coming from other people. Hannibal came about because a friend recommended it to me. I watched it, I was like, this is an interesting procedural, and then as it continued, I realized like, oh, this is not a procedural. Yeah. It's a horror show pretending to be a procedural. Like, I bugged my agents, like, can you get me a meeting on the show, please? Like, I want to be on the show. And I heard from people like, the showrunner's crazy, like, it's a hard job, you know, I don't know if you want to be on that show. And I got a meeting, and I got hired not because of my TV work, but because I gave the executive producer a copy of a very like obscure book of short stories that I had written, which like 5 people in the world had read. The showrunner, Brian Fuller, is a genius. He's a great writer. He inspires you to be incredibly rigorous with your ideas. You know, we can outline this episode or this act or whatever, and all of your TV writers, you all know what the traditional beats of the sequence would be. So don't do those. Do something different. Always like push yourself to do something different. It was, you know, prior to Channel Zero, it was like the best experience of my professional life.